Good morning. I'm Dr. Kathy Kerr, and I'm here with my assistant Chelsea and Hobbs as well. And today we're going to talk about nail trimming. This is something that should be done at least every couple of weeks for a cat and at least every 3 or 4 weeks for a dog. Unfortunately, if nails don't get trimmed regularly, the blood vessel tends to grow out in them, and as you eventually try to get around to trimming nails, you can't actually trim them back as far as you should. That means they're more at risk for twisting toenails, breaking toenails, and also tip-tapping across your hardwood floors. So it's a good thing to keep them under control. Once those quicks grow out, it's really hard to move them back unless you're moving them back on a weekly basis with trimming. So it's good just to stay on top of it from the beginning. So I'm going to show you just with a 1-person nail trim to start with Hobbs, and then we'll show you how to do 2-person nail trimming for a kitty, and we'll go from there. So Hobbs is just going to give me one little paw here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of pressure on the top of his toe, and that makes that toe evert so that the nail gets pushed out a little bit. And then you just take a little bit off the end. When you are taking the tip of the nail off on a cat, it's very easy because you can see where the white ends and where the pink begins, and you can just take that point of the nail off. It doesn't hurt them at all, and it's no different than us taking our nails off on a regular trim basis. There you go. Good job, Hobbs. When we're doing this with 2 people, sometimes it's helpful to actually wrap them in a towel a little bit so that if they're trying to get a little bit nippy or scratchy, we can actually wrap them into the towel and only have the one paw that we need out. So we're just going to roll Hobbs a little bit, and Chelsea's going to bring that towel right up over him. And sometimes that means just around the neck, and then we can work under the towel. Sometimes it means we bring that towel up right over here so that all you're dealing with is the one paw that you actually need to work with. And it's exactly the same thing. You're just taking a very little bit off the end so that you're never trimming the pink part. Just like that. Good boy, Hobbs. And if they're really feisty, sometimes you actually need to cover their head. So you can actually do that. And again, it just gives them that cave-like environment where they think nothing's actually happening. And you can just go about doing what you need to that way, and they're much happier when they can't see what you're doing. Good job, Hobbs. You did really well, kitten. So this would be another way that you can trim kitty cat nails, and sometimes it's more comfortable for them because this is a position they sometimes end up sitting with us when we're just casually sitting with our kitties in the evening sometimes as well. So Hobbs is snuggled right up to my tummy, and I'm just going to, again, use my fingers to just put a little bit of pressure on his toes and make that nail evert just a little bit so that I can see where the nail is. And we're just going to take a little bit of an end off the pointy part there. So when you're trimming, you can see very distinctly in a cat where the white ends and where the pink starts. And you want to make sure that you're just a little bit past the pink part so that you're definitely in the white part of the nail to make that trim. And sometimes you need to just kind of roll them back in your lap a little bit. But most of the time, if they get a treat afterwards, they'll become very compliant about doing this on a regular basis for you, because it should happen about every couple weeks. So they've got lots of time, and you have lots of time to get a practice down. There you go, Hobbs. Good kitten. And sometimes it's actually even easier to do the back ones because you can just let them hug your arm and work your way through these back ones as well. The quicker you do it, generally the more compliant they are, and then they can have a quick treat afterwards. And it should be that simple and that little stress. Good job, Hobbs. I'm Dr. Kathy Kerr at the Edgemont Veterinary Clinic. Thanks very much for watching our video today. If you have any further questions about how to trim nails, please do reach out to us at the veterinary clinic, and we'd be happy to help you. Have a great day.